Hello and welcome to a short introduction to Scenarioo. Scenarioo is a test reporter that lets you document your system tests, UI tests, end-to-end tests, and lets you browse the documentation in a nice web UI. On our website you will find a demo link where you can see how Scenarioo looks. The documentation you can see here is the one created from our own system tests. So for example, if you want to see how we test our label colors configuration features, you can go in here and see the test that configures the labels. Scenarioo is hosted on GitHub and it's an open source project. Here you can see the Scenarioo viewer, which is the web app that lets you browse the documentation, and next to it you can see the JavaScript, C# and Java libraries. Further down on the page you can find the pizza delivery example, which we are going to use for the sake of this demonstration. This example contains a little web app that lets you order pizza. This is the app we are going to test with a Selenium test. You enter your phone number, your street and house number, zip code, city, you choose a pizza, you choose some beverages, and then you send the order. I already checked out this project and you can see the tests. Now let's execute those tests. Okay. Now you can find the documentation that was generated during the test run in this Scenarioo documentation folder. The documentation is structured by first branch, then the build, then the 2 use cases that we test, and within that the 3 scenarios. Each scenario has a number of screenshots. And each scenario also has a number of XML files which contain all the metadata that is shown in Scenarioo in the end. So let's have a look in Scenarioo on my local machine. Here first I have to import the new build. Once that's done, I can select it here in the menu. And then I can go and browse the documentation. Here you can see the 2 use cases that we tested. Within each use case you can see the scenarios. And what you can also see is additional descriptions and labels that we added in the code. For example, here the main flow label and this description, which is then shown in Scenarioo. If you dive further in, you can see all the screenshots that we already saw in the folder. Now I can navigate through the steps using these buttons or using keyboard keys. But I can also navigate variants of the same page in different test scenarios. Up here. Furthermore, each step could have additional metadata on the right side. You're free to add there whatever you like. For example, in some projects we add backend calls that are required to build up this page, here on the right side. You can also browse Scenarioo by pages, by labels, or any other metadata that you add and configure as an additional tab on the home page. That's it for an introduction. Visit our website, try out the pizza delivery example or any other examples. Let us know if you find any issue by email or by adding a new GitHub issue. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Thank you.